Welcome back, everyone. Today we got some exciting news. Tesla just revealed or leaked their new specs for the next Tesla Model 3. I'm very excited. I got a lot of info to share, so let's get right into it. All right, so this leak came out, I believe, today, actually, and it's got all the specs of the next, apparently, Tesla Model 3 that's coming out next year, or because I think all the 2024s are out, right? Steven, do you have... Oh, wow. Well, no, I think you're just saying, yeah, I think that's what it is, Steven. Okay. So, yeah, so the leaks came out today, and here they are. Tesla has leaked some details about its elusive new Model 3 performance Ludicrous? No, that's how you spell Ludicrous, which is expected to launch any day now. Okay, this performance, here's some specs here. It's going to have all new adaptive dampening powered by in-house software, which gives you enhanced body control. The latest generation driving mode integrates adaptive suspension controls with a performance-optimized powertrain to deliver more response and fun behind the wheel. Lots of other things. I'll just go over the highlights here. We're getting lightweight carbon fiber decor. That's awesome. Who doesn't love some good carbon fiber? Bespoke chassis and suspension hardware is tuned to improve intuitive, razor-sharp response to driver inputs. And finally, forged performance wheels, lightweight, staggered wheels, sharper turn-in response, improved predictability, a lot of other things. I'll send the article in chat if you all want to go into more detail here. But this is very exciting. Actually, I think... oh, no, I thought I knew the guy that wrote this article. His name's Fred Lambert, but I know Fred Imbert, so it was close. The guy, Fred Imbert, does write articles, but for CNBC, this is a different website, but I was close. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so this is exciting. If you didn't know, I have a Tesla Model 3. Well, my parents do. I don't drive, though Liam is so special, and he has a Tesla, and he drives, but I don't know if he drives a Tesla. All right, Steven, what do you think about these updates? I think they're pretty cool. My favorite part's the lightweight carbon fiber. What do you think? I know, especially in Teslas, the best cars ever made, everybody. All right, well, I'm very excited about this. Can't wait to see more details. Can't wait to see when it's officially released and we don't just have a leak. But we'll keep you updated. We'll let you know when that comes out. And stay tuned for the rest of the episode because we got so much more news coming, including more Tesla news. So here's the intro. All right, let's jump into today's tech history fun fact. On this day in 2011, Portal 2 was released. Pretty epic. I've never played Portal 2, besides the fact Sam made those portals. Steven, have you? I know the original Portal can be played on a calculator, but that's all I know. Not very well. They had to water cool it to actually make that happen. So I don't recommend doing that on your calculator. Yeah, that was a Linus Tech Tips video. Yeah, it was quite something. All right, so here's the big three topics, everyone. Meta released Llama 3 today, claims it's among the best open models available. The company has debuted two models in its new Llama 3 family, Llama 3 8B, which contains 8 billion parameters, Llama 3 70B, which obviously contains 70 billion parameters, and Meta adds its AI chatbot powered by Llama 3 to the search bar across all Meta apps, including Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and all the other ones no one ever remembers. So I think this is pretty cool. AI and anything, put it in anything. That's just what everyone's doing nowadays. But if they're gonna put it everywhere, it has to be good AI. And Meta is really trying to make the best out there. And the newest one right now is Llama 3. Okay. The U.S. Air Force is putting AI in the pilot seat. In an update on Thursday, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency revealed that an AI-controlled jet successfully faced a human pilot during an in-air dogfight test carried out last year. God, that's scary. Well, I've always said that why aren't planes self-driven, have the AI and everything. And people think I'm crazy, but think about it. I feel like it's a lot harder like to fly or at least like midair. But like I think it's a lot harder to drive a car for an AI to do than fly a plane. Like I don't know. I just feel like for most of the plane, right? You're just steering in air. There's not a lot that can go wrong, or not a lot that can go wrong having an AI do it versus a person. Now, landing is obviously very difficult, but there's so many sensors knowing where the ground is. As long as the AI can do it precisely, I feel like it's a lot easier for an AI to fly a plane. Maybe the only reason I said, oh God, because this is a U.S. Air Force plane, with guns on it. So there might be some problems that come up with that instead of commercial flights. But I don't know. Would you get in a plane, Steven, if there was no pilot? And I mean, one day for go ahead. Oh yeah, I won it. No, I mean, yeah, I've been using ChatGPT 3.5 recently for a project I'm doing, and I forget how bad it was. Like, or well, most people use it still. But I use 4 normally. Like the difference between 3.5 and 4, huge. Like I can tell 3.5 multiple times not to do something, and it will keep doing it. Where GPT-4 normally on the first or second try. So these innovations are great every single time we get a new one. Like the other day, we made that episode about GPT-5 maybe coming out soon. That would be epic. If we could get that, all those advancements would be really cool. And maybe that's what's in the planes. Maybe we don't know it, but maybe that's what's in the Air Force planes. Or Llama 3. All right, so the final of the big 3, the Xbox credit card is now available in the U.S. Microsoft has been testing an Xbox MasterCard for more than 6 months, and it's opening it up to everyone in the U.S. today. The Xbox MasterCard COD is no annual fee, and it's issued by Barclays. All right, all of the purchases made with the card will generate points that can be redeemed on Xbox games and add-ons. You really have to have a gaming addiction for this, I tell you. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's good. Yeah, I know, but like how many points am I getting? Like some credit cards are like, yeah, you'll get points like Starbucks. They'll give you Starbucks points, but people have figured out if you just have like a good cash back card and spend all the cash back on Starbucks, you'll make more money doing that than using the Starbucks card. So I wonder if like the same thing happens here with Xbox or if it's different, We'll have to see. We'll have to have some people test drive out these cards. Not cars. I know I said test drive. But we'll see. Like I say, every day it's tech news. Things change all the time. That's why you gotta subscribe. Click that notification bell. And while you're at it, click the like button. All right, let's go on to our speed run topics. Tesla is pushing forward with a plan to build an electric big rig charging corridor stretching from Texas to California, despite a lucrative federal funding program that's part of the bipartisan infrastructure law. What is this? Oh, electric big rig next to each other. Love that. Charging corridor. Stretching. I don't even know what is that? Like, I don't know. I gotta look this up. I guess. I'm okay. Gotcha. Yeah, pushing for. Okay, so I think stretching. I don't get the stretching from part. Like if you said Yeah, I saw that. I'm looking at that here. Like, if you said that it was just on the way from, like on a long road from Texas to California, I guess what this is. I think I'm figuring it out now. Big rig just for the big Teslas, right? The Tesla semi trucks. Okay, and what they mean stretching from Texas to California is there's one every few. Maybe every 100 miles. No, that's way too long. Say every like 25 miles, so that the trucks can keep charging up on their way from Texas to California. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm getting by this. It sounds cool. It does. But I don't think we're ever gonna need this, Steven, unless you were thinking of why do I have the wrong screen showing? Unless you were thinking of driving a Tesla semi truck from Texas to California. But if you weren't, then yeah, not that useful, but still interesting. All right, let's move on to the next speedrun topic. NASA decided to scrap its 11 billion 15-year mission to Mars to bring back samples, describing its plans as too slow. Describing its plans as too slow and too expensive. NASA is going back to the drawing board with an eye on getting the space industry to help. The chance for a deluge of dollars to engulf the startups working on making space more accessible could prove a massive boon. All right, I don't know. No Mars? I mean, SpaceX is still trying to go to Mars, but yeah, I guess. NASA really nowadays just hires the private companies to do stuff a lot of the time, except for Artemis. That's their own program when they're going to the moon. But all right. Well, it's sad. I hate when a space mission has to be scrapped, but I hope the scrapping of this one just means that money can go to an even better plan, an even better idea. But we'll have to see. All right. It was $11 billion, 15 years. It is. I mean, there's just, there's always more samples to be had. I believe what this is they're going to I believe this was supposed to be going to the poles of Mars, which might have water. They can't hear you. They can hear you. Why can't they hear you? That's a good question there. Is it? I don't know what's so broken about our audio nowadays, but we'll have to get that figured out. All right, say something.
This is not very cool,
It's
guys.
not very cool at all. Oh, that's a pain. All right. So let's see what else we got. Boston Dynamics' new Atlas robot has been revealed, and it's every bit as impressive as it looks. More can be seen here. All right, let's take a look at this video. That's a robot. Lying down. Dead. Oh, God.
I saw this yesterday.
It's standing up. Okay.
Yeah, I can do a lot of things.
Its head's rotating. It's walking backwards. Ah, it's coming right at me. Okay, turning around. Walking. It just reminds me of their old one. But, all right. There you go. What did you hear about it, Steven?
I didn't hear much, but I did see it yesterday in action.
All right.
I was watching Instagram.
Gotcha. Well, pretty cool. Meta is adding real-time AI image generation to WhatsApp. So when you're texting your friends and you're like, hey, have you ever thought of chicken? Then you can make an image of a chicken. Well, that's what this is useful for, and obviously nothing else. But that's why Meta's doing it. All right, Google is combining its Android and hardware teams, and it's all about AI, as new platforms and devices team will be dedicated to bringing AI to your phone, your TV, and everything else that runs Android. So when you're watching TV, when you're on your computer, when you're on your phone, you can always have AI by your side. And combining these teams just makes that much easier. All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you have an Android TV, Steven?
I have a Samsung.
Gotcha. I don't know what operating system that runs, but Maybe it's
Samsung?
Android. Yeah, but Samsung uses Android for most of its operating systems. All right. Minecraft released a new soundtrack. Let's take a little listen over here. What does it sound like? Oh, it's very interesting. You can see this guy running.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
And then, oh, Steven, I just realized your icon's very tiny. Wow. Well, isn't that peaceful, everyone? Get the rest of it over on Twitter. Go to Minecraft's Twitter. That's where you can find it. And finally, Boeing plans to launch flying cars by 2030. Steven, you had a complaint. You want to share what it was?
Oh, so earlier when I found this, I was like, why do people want flying cars? Because flying cars are just planes without big wheels, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I see your point. I think the other point I had was they probably will have wheels. But basically, it's like you pull out your driveway with your car, regular car, right? Pull out of the driveway, and then boom, straight up in the air, kind of like a helicopter, because, planes can't go up straight up, but your flying car probably can. And then, you can just fly around wherever you want, and then fly back down.
Wait, so
Now,
specifically my car?
yeah, your car. Your flying car.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. That's really the idea of flying cars. The other thing is traffic, and they can hover. Like, planes can't hover. A flying car hopefully will be able to hover. But think about it. You could have traffic on top of traffic on top of traffic on top of traffic. That's so much more traffic. Isn't it great?
See, I think people will be reckless, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Obviously, once the technology comes out, they're going to need so many more laws. They're going to need a whole new driver's license where there's going to be a driving and a flying license. Well, they'll probably combine them. So much, we'll probably see it by the time we die, hopefully. I don't know. I always wonder how fast, right, do we think technology is going to advance? Because, we had a whole AI in less than a year. Like, we didn't realize it was going to be there, and then boom, AI was just a thing. It flashed before our eyes, the transition. So, tomorrow we could wake up and there could be flying planes, Steven. You never know.
That would be interesting.
We do know, it's said by 2030, but that's just Boeing. I've heard things that could come out, 2026, 2027, we don't know. And also that could be bumped back. Who knows? Until it's actually here and we all see it, then it's not actually here. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Tune in tomorrow to our hackathon live stream starting at 9:30 Eastern. Actually, I think it's 9 Eastern. Then later in the day at 5 p.m. for a regular TSARP stream. See you all there. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.